Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Manning. Right on the money. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Here's Arch to throw. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires it incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense putting points on the board. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Arch Madness. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about...
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Breaks free, and he might be gone. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Manning to the air again. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Arch is going to throw for it. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Brown. Powers through the defender. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They go play action with Manning. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Fourth down, Manning. Scrambling away. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He'll start this drive firing. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Here's Manning to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's Brown. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The give to the left side. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that play is completely designed to catch the defense off guard. I don't love it. I don't love it at all, man. Third and long, you've got to create an explosive play. Try to get a first down. Now it's 4th and long, looking like a 3-and-out for this offense, and they're trailing. They got to find something in this game. They got to get some positive momentum going their way.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Manning. Fires on the move. With the catch, it's Townsend. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
To throw, Manning. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. That should be the final play of the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the... Maybe a crease. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Turning it on. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Running inside, it's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. On the run, it's Smothers. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Manning. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got room to work. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Texas! Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached Peter.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. The offense changing the play. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the...
Makes a catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! The Rebels surge back on top.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Manning on play action. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Shoots it to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Finding open areas. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to Green. He'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we